I think OSU plays a pretty big role in that. If, we've had some really great executives in OSU governments that have done a great job at inspiring students to get involved on campus, and we've had some other groups that weren't quite as strong in that area. So when you have incoming and outgoing OSU governments, sometimes there's I'll call it a drop in consistency where those things aren't quite as effective. Um, Having more students involved in the planning stages, of all these events and activities helps. And I know our AMSA, the Algoma Multicultural Student Association, has been fantastic. It has prospered over the last 3 or 4 years and has made a huge impact on campus. SASA, has that same responsibility and also. So I think more student led groups will help more engaging active lifestyles on
There's
campus.
always something going on campus. I would like you to tell us, is there any changes or events that are happening on campus at Algoma?
There's always changing. We've got some new senior management people in place now that have brought some intriguing ideas and some really innovative ideas to the table that some of us are thinking about. Obviously, the big one is the block plan and how we deliver, and some fairly aggressive targets for growth. I think the addition of the downtown campus is going to be exciting to watch in the future. I know there's some deliberations on exactly what that building is going to look like in the next 2 to 3 years, but I think having a downtown campus will provide a lot more opportunities for students to do some different things. Being part of the fabric of the downtown core, getting to interact with downtown merchants, downtown corporations, downtown business, government, will probably open a lot of doors and foster a lot of relationships for the university. So let's see. We'll see exactly what that brings to Algoma U.
Yeah.
The prospect of off-site delivery, expanding what we do in various communities that we're already doing things is going to be exciting to see. That's going to make us a unique campus in a sense. And then there's talk of how are we going to manage this growth? When we start to see enrollment go from 1,100 to 1,500 to 2,000. We're talking about probably building more residences on campus, expanding some of the service areas, making more space for students, expanding athletics and recreation facilities. So again, exciting things to look forward to. Nothing real specific that's immediate. Probably the closest thing that is immediate is the downtown campus. Those are fairly aggressive deadlines on those. Possibly a new residence is another aggressive deadline that we're working with. International growth is probably something that is something that we should prepare ourselves for. Algoma U, being an independent university, is now being listed on many websites, and there's a lot of recruiters that are more aware of us from the international stakeholders. So I think you'll start to see more international students from more countries. I believe right now we have something like 19 countries represented on campus, so that's going to change. So that in itself will be exciting. We'll start to see more different types of people on campus, and they're excited to be in Canada. They're excited to come here, and they want to make a difference. They're not coming here just to get an education, hide in their residence room or hide in their apartments. They're active. They want to see us grow with them, and they're providing us with a lot of feedback, which is good. So I think those are things
a lot about changes and growth in Algoma, and it's no doubt that Algoma is a growing university. What is your opinion about Algoma in the next 4 or 5 years as a university? Where do you see Algoma?
5 years from now, I see probably another 300 to 400 students living right on campus. So that'll quadruple pretty much the amount of people living on campus now. So that in itself will be exciting. We'll see busier classrooms, busier hallways, busier cafeterias, busier pubs, busier calendar of events. More people at the home games for varsity sports. I see probably another academic building on site, to facilitate or this growth. More classrooms, more faculty. I see the athletics program possibly leaving the college athletic association and entering into the university
Yeah.
athletics association, so we'll start to compete against schools like U of T, University of Windsor, Waterloo, Western, those kinds of, maybe a game or two being televised on,
Yeah.
on some sports game networks. I see more government involvement, more community involvement, um, in the sense that more partnerships with some projects, more grants, more research. I know we're now eligible to apply for more grants as an independent university, so I can see more students getting recognition for being involved in research projects. I see some post-grad programs, some master's programs, um, just more articulation agreements with not only Canadian colleges and universities, but some international schools. So, growth, breadth of programs expanded, more facilities on campus, more student life on campus, and Algoma U becoming more internationally known for the things that they do, becoming more of a household name, across.
So when you first came to Algoma, what surprised you about this university? What took you off guard? You didn't expect to see?
What took me off guard was the fact that the one-on-one interaction from all levels of staff at the university was amazing to see. From the support staff to faculty to the administrators. It's easy for a university to become very leveled or very layered,
Yeah.
between from staff right through to senior management. This institution does a very good job in ensuring that those levels are very transparent, that students can easily have access to all levels of staff. They can meet with faculty at any time. They know their faculty by first name. Support staff make it a priority to deal with students first. Their doors are always open. I know that's a cliche, but it's easy to see here. You see staff staying extra hours, working through their lunches, coming in on their own time, coming in on weekends, doing things above and beyond their job descriptions.
Taking time out of their day to
Yeah,
interview.
yeah. Going to the airport to pick up students, driving a student to the hospital because they have an appointment or something, whatever. And just it's not something I think you would see at most other universities. So when I first arrived, it was nice to see that Algoma U stood by their word that they were a unique institution, that they put their students first, that students were important to them, that they weren't just a number, and that's the style that I've always been accustomed to. My first few years as a professional were working in nonprofit organizations, and this university has some similarities in how nonprofits deal with their clients, right? Again, they're a priority. Here, it's obvious that students are a priority to staff, so that's what I was pleased to see
On
when we
behalf
first
of the
arrived.
Sentient, I would like to thank you for taking time out of your day to have an interview with us, and good luck in your future endeavors.
I'd like to thank you for taking the time to come and interview me. I look forward to watching the student body grow and these exciting changes that also is